Okay, welcome back to my Let's Play of Arkham Horror the card game, where we are playing through the Dunwich Legacy with Ashcan Pete and Duke. Characters straight out of Lovecraft's works. Alright, so yeah, we did the house always wins. It turned out that we won instead. So we must be the house. We rescued Dr. Francis Morgan, but we want nothing to do with him, so we're leaving him aside. And now the O'Banion gang has a bone to pick with us. But we have bigger fish to fry. We're heading over to the university to try and rescue Warren, Dr. Warren. And now that I think about it, it might actually... We were supposed to, like, rescue Morgan because he was supposed to help us find Warren. So we might actually need him. I'm going to throw him in there. Alright. Let's do it then. Place that shit. Who doggy? Alright. Dr. Armitage is worried his colleague, Professor Warren Rice, might be in trouble, so he's asked for your help in finding his friend. He seems unreasonably nervous about his colleague's disappearance, considering Professor Rice has only been missing for a matter of hours. Okay. So we did the house always wins, so we're going to use a different version of the faculty offices. The hour is late. So... Okay. This version. Okay. Yeah, we begin play at the Miskatonic Quad. Again with the voices. Why do you do this to me? Quiet halls. You've arrived at the Miskatonic University campus in search of Professor Warren Rice. Classes are over, and a mysterious silence hangs in the air over the quad. After hours. Professor Rice was last seen several hours ago by one of Armitage's students in the Humanities building. Good to know. And we need 3 clues in order to progress that. Start at the quad. We've got Duke in play, we've got Charisma in play. We're drawing 5 cards. Well, we start with Dark Horse again, so that's great. Got Peter in hand. I'm not going to be able to muster enough resources for St. Hubert's Key, so I think let's just ditch that for now. And draw 3 others. Okay. Well, we got the emergency cash, so that's good. That actually gives us a solid starting hand. Especially with Charisma ready to go. Alrighty. That's our turn. The quad has a resign ability if we can't find Rice anywhere. You leave the campus hoping Armitage will forgive you. Great. Alright, we're going to play... Dark Horse... for 3, Madame LeBranche for 2. That's total of 5. Then I'll play emergency cash. No. Just do that next turn. Because right now we have Dark Horse in effect. We might get an encounter card that we benefit from having the skills. So let's go to the Humanities building. That's where he was last seen. At the end of your turn, if you're in the Humanities building, discard the top X cards of your deck, where X is the amount of horror on you. Fun. There is no horror on me, so that's fine. I get to draw a card. Desperate Search. Doom goes up by 1. The number on here is 7, so we've got some time. We've got some time while it's all quiet. Beyond the Veil. Surge, so we're going to draw another one. We're going to put this into play in our threat area, and if our deck has no cards in it, we take 10 damage. Yikes. So that's a ticking time bomb now. And as you already saw, there's effects in play that are going to remove cards from our deck, potentially. And we also get another Beyond the Veil. So that gets... Oh, fuck, I forgot. Now put those back. Put those back. Why wouldn't it shuffle it for you? That seems like a basic thing to do. Visions of Future Past. Test willpower 5 for each point you fail by. Discard the top card of your deck. Alrighty. Our willpower is currently 5, so fingers crossed. That is -1, and if you fail, discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Well, there's not a damn thing I can do about that. So we're going to discard 1 for this, 3 for this. So that's 4 cards discarded. Oh, the Fire Axe. Oh, no. Great. All right. C'est la vie. Okay, then we're going to play Emergency Cash as one action, and Peter Sylvester is our second action. So that's all good. Gives us another willpower. And then we're going to investigate with Duke, which is going to be a 5 against a 3. Perfect. That's one clue. Alrighty. That's a turn. That is a turn. Let's draw a card. St. Hubert's Key. Should I take a resource? No, we'll hope for another emergency cash. Alright, Doom goes up to 2. We draw an encounter card. Visions of Futures Past. Alright, so now we have 6 versus 5. And it's an Elder Sign, so we definitely do fine there. Let's investigate again. 5 versus 3. -3 is a failure. Yeah, there's no specific failure thing, but now Duke's exhausted. Alright. Dump Dr. Francis Morgan, I guess, to reset this. Investigate again. There you go. 2 clues. And I need a total of 3. So third action, let's go ahead and move to the library. You must spend 1 additional action to investigate the Orne Library. Alright, noted. This goes to 3. Draw a card. Offer of power. Peril. Peril just means, I believe, that when you draw it, you have to make a choice yourself without consulting any other player. But obviously I'm by myself, and even when I was with my mom, we would just read it out loud because it's like, who cares? All right, either draw 2 cards and place 2 Doom on the current agenda, or take 2 Horror. Let's definitely go with the Horror, because we can put, I mean, fuck it, put 2 on Peter. He can handle it. Yeah, alright. Let's investigate the Orne Library, I suppose. With Duke, so this is a 5 versus a 3, and it's going to cost 2 actions. -4, so I can't actually do it again. Then I say... no. Kind of want to say fuck the Orne Library, but it is a victory point. It's so sweet. But I don't know what else to do. kind of a waste of my whole turn. Just trying to do it once. Yeah, we'll find better options. Move back to the quad. Draw your card. Place your doom. Oh, hold on. Alright, I got interrupted by a phone call. Trying to remember what I was doing. What process was I on? What had I just done? Shit. I don't remember. Boy. Doom is at 4, so let me think here. I started here. I didn't move. No, I did move my first turn. Moved here. Did I get 2 clues my second turn? I don't remember. Third turn, I definitely moved here. Tried. So then my fourth turn. Right, my fourth turn I tried investigating once, and then I said fuck it, and I moved here. So I definitely finished my fourth turn. Which means I did tick Doom up to 4. Did I draw an encounter card for my fourth? It was a long phone call, I'm sorry, I don't remember. I'm gonna go with... No, let's play it safe and be fair and say I didn't. Alright, Thrall. Spawns on the location with the most clues. It does not hunt, so it won't be following me anywhere. If I ever decide to kill it, it'll be pretty easy to kill, but there you have it. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. We're all good. We're all good, I think. Let's move to the student union. There we go. After it's revealed, put the set-aside dormitories into play. 2 actions, you can heal damage in a horror. Right, that goes there, like so. There are 2 clues here, though. The door leading into the dormitories is locked. Interesting. So that was 1 action. I should have moved and investigated with Duke, so let's say I did that. Let's cheat. This is a 5 versus 1. Easy clue. Clues are real obvious here at the student union. That's 3 total clues. So let's spend those. You were unable to find Professor Rice, but one of the students you spoke with mentioned a strange man entering Rice's office. Unfortunately, the door leading to the faculty offices is locked at this late hour. The student says the head janitor, Jazz, might be able to let you in, if you can find him. Alright. We are going to shuffle Jazz into the encounter deck. And the discard. Okay. Rice's whereabouts. Concerned for Professor Rice's safety, you seek out the head janitor, who can let you into the locked section of the campus. So as an action, we can spend a clue to discard the top 5 cards in the encounter deck, or 10 if there's only 1 player. Hell yeah! And then we're basically hunting for this Jazz mulligan. So, second action. I guess we investigate again. Let's not need Duke. Let's just do 3 versus 1. Alright, easy peasy. So that'll be the second action. I think I was supposed to spend. So let's spend the third action and the clue to discard the top 10 cards. Looking for that Jazz. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, no, 10. Okay. Alright. That's worth a try. Draw that card. Magnifying glass. Nice. Doom goes up to 5, and we get an encounter card. Wizard of Yogg-Sothoth. Oh boy. If you ever draw a Hex or Pact card, he attacks you. Well, I'd rather you didn't. Okay. It is our turn. We got this bastard on us. We're gonna rip him to shreds. Base skill of 4, +1 is 5. And we're gonna play Vicious Blow. That's a 6 versus a 4, and if it hits, it'll do 3 damage. That looks like a hit to me, baby. Dead. Alright, that was one action. We do have to exhaust Duke. Second, we'll move here. Third, let's go to the science building. Yeah. After it's revealed, put the alchemy labs into play. And whenever you fail a willpower test here, you take a damage. I don't know why. I can't answer that. The alchemy labs are also locked. Damn you. That's my turn. And I'm sticking to it. This goes to 6. We're getting pretty close to that 7. Locked door. Attach the location with the most clues and without a locked door attached. That's a tie between the science building and the library. Let's put it on the library. And that's it. Let's investigate with Duke. So this is a 5. This is a 5 versus a 2. That's a success. We'll spend the clue right away as our second action to dump another 10 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, that's pretty fucked. It's pretty fucked. Alright, third action, I'll move back to the quad. Draw a card. Oh, I could have played my magnifying glass. Oh no. This is not an upgraded one, so it costs 1. Might have to remedy that. Doom goes to 7. And then resets. See what we got. The university is dead silent. The shadows coil about your feet as you walk, and you swear there is something following you with each step you take. Is it just your imagination? Or is there really someone or something stalking you? Each investigator with 5 or more cards in his or her discard pile takes 1 horror. That's definitely going to be us. So let's... Oh, wait a minute. Peter! Peter! He is supposed to heal a horror at the end of every turn. I don't remember when he took... That was a while ago. That was a while ago, right? So, I think he fully recovered. Each investigator with 10 or more cards instead takes 2 horror, but we're fine. We already did House Always Wins, so we advanced directly to 2B. So we flip this card over right away. Cry of fear echoes through the campus, and several students flee from the eastern side of the university where the science building can be found. Could this commotion be linked to Professor Rice's disappearance? Alright, the experiment gets spawned in the science building. Those crazy college kids have been running out of control again with their experiments. Something went terribly wrong. I'll say. Or like a Lovecraftian xenomorph or something. Alright, so he's massive. He sure is. Has a total of 10 health. 4 fight. Basically, this could be a victory. Yeah, this could be a victory thing to kill him. Otherwise, the agenda counter is 2, but whenever it reaches 2, we reset it, and he moves 1 space toward the dormitories. So that's 2, 4, 6 that we have. So let's try and find the professor before we deal with the experiment. Maybe that's foolish of me, but let's see how it goes. Alright, encounter card. Visions of Future Past. Test willpower 5. I do have 6. So 6 versus 5. We discard the top card. Scavenging, that's fine. Alright. My turn. Let's do a move and investigate with Duke. Oh, we found the faculty offices. Which are also locked. And at the end of your turn, if you're in the administration building, discard the top card of your deck. So hopefully we can just move on from here quickly. So I moved and investigated. This is a 4. So we only have a 5. Let's go with this to bump it up to a 6. And we'll go with resourceful to bump it up to a 7. 7 versus 4. We are successful. We get the clue. We also get resourceful. We choose a survivor card other than resourceful in our discard, and we get to add it. So it could be scavenging, or Madame LeBranch, or the fire axe. Let's take that. Alrighty. So that was our first action. We get the clue. I think we will spend the clue as our second action to dump 10 more cards. I'm pretty sure we find Jazz now. This is ridiculous. What the fuck, Jazz? Really? That's nuts. God, what were the odds of that? All right. And he was hiding. He was hiding from me. All right, we put him into play at our location. Well, he's not controlled. We can parlay and intellect 3 in order to take control of him. And he lets us ignore the text on unrevealed locations. So that means we ignore the locked text and we can just enter any of them. Alright, well then let's parlay. This is an intellect 3. I only have an intellect 3 because this is not an investigation. And I can't use desperate search. So this is just 3 versus 3. Hot diggity damn. Alright, get over here, Jazz Mulligan. Okay, that's that. It's our turn. So we get a card. Another resourceful. We did end our turn here, so we discard the top card of our deck. Technically, resourceful would have been dumped then. This Peter Sylvester can cure that sanity. And this goes up by 1. And we get an encounter card. Offer of power. Draw 2 cards, place 2 doom, or take 2 horror. I think I will take 2 horror, putting it right on Peter. Hell yeah. Yeah, you can see why this is sort of a powerful deck for a solo character. Even just looking at how much like extra health and sanity we have, you know. Duke can take a damage to sanity. Madame LeBranch can take a damage and sanity. Peter can take potentially an unlimited amount of sanity. So yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, that's all that. So then I guess let's just move. Oh, I took control of him, so this gets advanced. You convince Jazz that something strange is going on and that Professor Rice may be in danger. He doesn't trust you enough to hand you his keys, but agrees to come with you. All of a sudden you hear a crash coming from the science building and a student rushes toward you. "Help!" he cries. "There's some kind of animal loose in the chem labs. I only barely caught a glimpse of it, but..." He shudders. "I think it's heading to the dorms. You've got to do something." The experiment is in play. I did do the house always wins, so the alchemical concoction goes underneath the alchemy labs. Underneath the alchemy labs. So if we get a hold of this, we can use it as a fight action. It uses intellect instead of strength. And if used on the experiment, it does +6 damage, which obviously is insane. 7 damage to the experiment is very good, but what's interesting is that you only remove it when you succeed, which means you could just keep lobbying it until it hits. So yeah, that thing's very useful. As it stands, hold on. Okay, so that was that. That's that. Let me just see. Okay. You only have moments to react. You could warn the students in the dormitories and escort them to safety, or you continue your task of searching the faculty offices for Professor Rice. Or perhaps you could try to slay the beast that threatens the campus. All right, so we just have to do basically one of those things. It's tricky, because the experiment is kind of in our way. But let me double check the massive rules. Okay, so he's basically, yeah, he's considered to be engaged with everyone, which means that if you do anything, he will attack you. Now, he is fairly easy to evade, so that is something to consider, but that's another action spent. It's just getting to the alchemy labs is going to be a little tricky. So... okay. I think I haven't done any actions yet. Because I got Jazz as my third action last time. So let's move, and I don't think I need to investigate, so it doesn't matter. Let's just move to the faculty offices. There's no sign of him here. So that's shit. Because we did the other one first, obviously. I thought there would be something here, but... Alright, let's move back to the administrator building. And let's move to the quad. I am going to be taking damage here. No, I won't, actually. I don't think I will. So that's fine. Recover a sanity from Peter. Draw a card. And yeah, that's fine. I think that's fine. I think we're fine. I think we're fine. All right, this goes to 2, so this is going to go back to 0, and the experiment will move here. So he doesn't hit us because he only hits during the enemy phase, not during the mythos phase. So he just moved, and now he's engaged with us, but we can maybe work around that. We do get an encounter card. It's a thrall, location with the most clues. That's really just here, so they can sit there together. They can make out. I don't care. And now it's our turn. So we're going to want to evade so that we can get to the alchemy labs for that sweet, sweet concoction. So he's got an evasion score of 2. We have a total of a 5 right now, which is pretty good odds. I will definitely play by those odds. 5 versus 2. Let's do it. Easy. All right, so he's evaded. He'll ready right at the... but it serves our purposes. We're going to move to the science building. And then we will move straight to the alchemy labs. All right, that's a 5 investigate in order to get the concoction. That's a little hefty. A little hefty, especially because I can't... Yeah. The emergency cache right now would be a very good draw. No. Okay. Shit. Problem is money. Because I'd like to have St. Hubert's key so then I could play Desperate Search. But basically have to take my whole turn as money. Let me see. There's one emergency cache in here. Yeah, I mean, I could just draw cards and hope to find it, but I might draw into some of my weaknesses. So I'd rather just spend my turn drawing money, but I am going to take a resource this turn. Because Dark Horse lets you choose to not take it. Okay, that's that. He goes back here. This goes up to 1. I get an encounter card. Oh, he recovers a sanity. Beyond the Veil is nothing. Arrow from Beyond. Choose one of the following card types. Each player must discard each card in his or her hand that is of the chosen card type. So here's where peril might matter, especially if you're playing with a big group, like 3 or 4 players. This, you would have to make a decision not being able to talk to other players and ask them. So they might have like an asset or event that they hadn't really told you about that they're really interested in playing. And you might say, oh, well, I don't have anything of that I want to play, so I'll pick asset, and then you fuck them. But that's the point of it. So, asset, event, or skill. I think event. I don't have any events. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to choose event. Good. Yeah, I mean, I could just try... The problem is... This investigate is a specific investigate action on the card. That means that I can't use Duke in order to do this investigation. This has to be just au naturel, which means that I'm coming in at a 3 right now. Not too hot. It's possible, but it's not too hot. I mean, maybe it would be better just to brute force it and hope for the Elder Sign, but if I get the skull, I have to discard 3 cards, and if I get this symbol, I have to discard 2 cards. So that's not good, because if I ever lose my whole deck, which is another reason I don't want to draw, I take 10 damage. So we're just going to sit tight, and I'm going to take 3 money. And that's my turn. Yeah. And we'll draw a card. Now I have to discard a card. Let's go with the leather coat. Yeah. Okay. That's that. This goes up to 2, so he moves 1 space further. So now it's getting a little dicey. Time is not exactly on our side. Draw an encounter card. Arcane Barrier. It's an additional cost to move into or out of the attached location. You have to test willpower 4. If you fail, you either don't move or you discard 5 cards from the deck. So that's lovely. Can't worry about that just yet, though. Okay, so St. Hubert's Key is the first thing we're playing. Then we're going to do the investigation action with Desperate Search, which gives us a total of 7 versus 5. I want to save the other one for when I actually use the concoction. So I'm I'm really banking here. Okay, what is that? -1. Okay. We got it. We got the concoction. I assume... Okay, this doesn't go into our play. This goes into our hand. Which sucks, because now it's an action to play. And now we're going to move out. So now I have to test willpower 4. So we will use... I mean, I'm at 7 right now, actually. I guess I don't really need to spend anything. Let's just do 7 versus 4. Yep, that's -1, so we're good. This gets discarded, and that's my turn. This is going to be pretty... I don't think this is actually going to work. I don't know what happens when he reaches the dormitories, but I assume it's pretty bad. How did that happen? Yeah, I assume it's pretty bad, but I would need like extra movements, extra actions. If only Duke's fight thing let him move and fight, then that might work. But otherwise, I think we're a little screwed here. We took too much time. Because fucking Jazz Mulligan was on the bottom of the deck. That really sucked. Alright, I guess I'll draw a card. Say your prayers. And we will add a Doom. And we will get an encounter card. Offer of Power. We're going to take 2 horror again on Peter. Then I'm going to move twice. And I can't even throw the concoction. Because I need to play this first. So I guess I played it first. And then I moved twice. So now he's going to hit me for 2 damage and 2 horror. 1, 2. 1, 2. Actually, fuck that. Don't put it on my dog. Put it on Jazz Mulligan, that piece of shit. Alright. That's that. I get to draw a card. Hypochondria. Great. This ticks to 2, so he moves to the dormitories. Before you're able to act, you hear screaming from the northern side of the campus. You begin to make your way toward the screaming, your vision darkening with each step. As soon as the creature enters sight, you feel the darkness overtake you, and a force pulls you out of your consciousness. Everything goes black, and you pass out. We take 3 horror, then proceed to resolution 4. Alright, well... I guess I can take the 3 horror. Doesn't matter, the scenario's over. That really sucks. Fucking Jazz Mulligan really screwed the pooch. You awaken hours later, exhausted and injured. You're not sure what you saw, but the sight of it filled your mind with terror. From other survivors, you learned that a rabid dog of some sort found its way into the university dormitories. The creature attacked the students inside, and many were mauled or killed in the attack. Isn't that what they said in Dunwich Horror? Isn't that what they blamed it on? Now I'm curious enough to Google. No. Although, like a watchdog had sort of like fucked him up. And so it wasn't rabid, but yeah. And, you know, it wasn't the perpetrator of anything. Anyways. Anyway, okay. creature attacked students inside, and many were mauled or killed in the attack. So we were unconscious for several hours. Great. Unconscious for several hours. Professor Warren Rice was kidnapped. Of course. Professor Warren Rice was kidnapped. Good. We get victory points plus 1 bonus XP. We failed to save the students. Failed to save this, not for lack of trying, it was for lack of Jazz Mulligan. So we get to add. Oh, I don't think I actually added that token. No, that was definitely not in the bag. So that was all sorts of fucking asterisk. Whoops. Put that in. And we also get to add that weird rock symbol, this thing. I don't know what that's really supposed to be. I'm drawing a not no, it's not the it's like kind of like on the tip of my tongue, but it's not even quite that close. I want to say it's the Narcotic Manuscripts, but not only would that not make sense as like a chaos token. Because the Narcotic Manuscripts are also like the narcotic fragments. That's what it looks like, fragments of rock with writing on it. So that's why I was sort of thinking that. I wonder if it's listed somewhere. Probably not in the rules reference. No. Damn. It bugs me. It has to be mentioned somewhere. Tablet. This site just listed as tablet. So I guess it could be the narcotic fragments. And here's a Reddit thread or a Board Game Geek thread about it. Oh, it is called just the broken tablet is what it's called. So all right, I'm gonna say it's meant to be the narcotic fragments, but because it doesn't really matter. All right, that gets added as well. All right, now we continue to Interlude 1, Armitage's Fate. We were several hours unconscious, so we read the first one. You're more than a little rattled by your experiences in the university and the Clover Club. You're not sure what to make of whoever or whatever was after Rice and Morgan. Worried about Dr. Armitage, you swiftly make your way back to his home. When you arrive, you find that the latches of his front door have been busted open, and his living area and study have been ransacked. Dr. Armitage is nowhere to be found. Searching his home, you find a journal that the intruders didn't steal, tucked beneath several other documents in the bottom drawer of Armitage's desk. The journal appears to be written in a strange language you cannot decode, using a script you've never seen in your entire life. Fortunately, it seems Dr. Armitage had already gone through the trouble of translating it into English. Apparently, it belongs to one Wilbur Whately. The journal, along with Armitage's many notes, tells a startling tale, one you would scarcely believe had it not been for your harrowing experiences earlier tonight. Dr. Henry Armitage was kidnapped. Damn, we did all sorts of fucking up. Alright, but we gained 2 bonus experience from reading Wilbur's journal. So that's good. So, Okay, we gained 1 bonus, so we're at 3 bonus. We killed... that this... that was this... yeah, that was this one, right? We killed that guy this one. So that's 4 XP. That's it. 4 XP. 2, 3, 4. Okay, 4 XP. We definitely want to grab... oh, see, that's... oh, see, that's fucked. I see. That's what happened to my charisma. Why does placing it there take it out of my hand? Or off my board? Why would it do that? How can I make that never happen ever again? Please don't do that. Will it just suck it out of my deck as well? There's only one way to find out, I guess. Oh, maybe I'm supposed to copy it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if copying it will also suck it up. Jazz Mulligan can fuck off, that piece of shit. Jazz Mulligan killed all those students, not me. Not some experiment. It was Jazz Mulligan. Let's see, that didn't do anything. Alright, let me see. Recall. Place. Okay, it did not suck it out of my deck. So, there you have it. Okay, we want to get lucky going. So, let's grab a lucky. We're going to replace that with the upgraded lucky for 2 XP. I guess, yeah, you would probably copy and paste it. There we go. Alright, so that was 2 XP. Let's look at what else we got. So, his deck building rules. He can get survivor cards or neutral cards, and up to 5 level 0 cards from any other class. So, none of the upgraded cards from any other class. Alright, so we're mostly in the red deck then. Stroke of luck. Basically, you automatically succeed on any test after revealing the chaos token. Unless it was the auto fail, then you're still screwed. But if you use this, it's exiled, which I think just removes it from the scenario. I don't think it, like, removes it from the entire campaign. Maybe I'm wrong. Huh. You're not gonna list that shit? You'd think exile would be like a word that you're interested in putting in your rulebook. Maybe I'm just hoping for like a big list of keywords. Okay, I have to Google this? Alright, I didn't expect that. Oh, it's because it was a new rule from Dunwich Legacy. It wasn't in the base game. Oh, okay. It is actually removed entirely from your deck. Permanently. You can get it back, but you have to purchase it again between scenarios. So I'd have to spend 2 XP each time I use that. And that would be once per scenario. If, you know, I even got a hold of it. It is obviously crazy good. I mean, it's even better than Lucky. But at the same time, you'd probably just rather have another copy of Lucky in your deck. Which could be an option. Aside from Lucky... Fortune or Fate is another exile card. Lets you just avoid or cancel one doom being placed on a card. I mean, yeah, there are definitely times where that would be very handy, just to get another turn. But you also have to spend 2 just to do that. So it's not a great fit for me, whereas Stroke of Luck is free. Yeah. Oh, I like this artwork from the Eldritch Horror box art. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, assets aren't a great fit for me just because I usually don't have a lot of money on hand. Newspaper's not bad. Gives you +2 intellect while investigating if you have no clues. And if you have no clues and you get one, you get another one. Let me just double check if the deck creator had any other... They got good mileage out of cards like Red Gloved Man, Stroke of Luck, and even upgraded Akina. I don't know what that is. I assume those are some... Oh, no, that's Akina. Forgotten Daughter. When an enemy attacks you, you can exhaust her, put a horror on her, and you can deal that enemy's damage to any enemy at your location instead. You still take the horror from the attack. Still. I mean, any enemy at the location could be the same enemy attacking you, so it could just turn around. That's actually really nice. Costly at 4, and it takes up an ally slot, but still, that's not bad. Does that say Jessica Biel? Oh, Jessica Hyde. Alright, that's a little different. Okay. So Stroke of Luck is definitely on their radar. But another Lucky is also an option. Did that take my charisma? Okay, it didn't, because I made a copy of it, I think. Red Gloved Man. That is this one. Costs 5 XP. It's an ally. Doesn't cost an action to play, though. After he enters play, choose 2 of your skills. While he's in play, raise the base value of those skills to 6. And he lasts for 1 turn. Because at the end of the Mythos phase, he's discarded. So yeah, it doesn't cost an action, so you'd have, you know, 3 actions or so, with 2 of your skills at 6. But that's pretty potent. Especially if you're planning to do some combat. You throw down Red Gloved Man and you could just fight with a base of 6. That's not too shabby. But it is very expensive at 5 XP. All things considered, I guess let's go with yeah, let's try Stroke of Luck. I mean, it sounds interesting enough. It sounds interesting enough, so let's grab that. That's all our XP then. Bap, 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 bap. We didn't get any mental trauma for killing those kids. Or for having Armitage kidnapped? No, I guess not. Alright, well that's good. So, stroke of luck, I need to get rid of another card. Oh boy. What has just been sort of redundant and useless? Oh, I don't think I get this anymore. Redundant and useless. Resourceful's okay. I mean, you're not ever going to really be angry when you draw resourceful. Especially for me, you know, me is mostly just cards I can't afford to spend and they just kind of sit there. I gotta say scavenging. I mean, it can be used to buff your intellect by 1 for a test, but I don't know. I'm not crazy about it, so let's dump scavenging. Put in stroke of luck. Let's see here. That's 30. Minus 2. 30. 33. Yeah, okay, that's correct. Just counting how many cards I should have. Alright. That's that then. Not a great second scenario. Not as good as the first one. We really knocked the first one out of the park. The second one was kind of rough. But we'll be continuing on to the scenario 2. Technically the third one, but scenario 2, the Miskatonic Museum. Gotta rescue that Armitage, man. He's crucial. He's crucial. He's crucial for when we get to this shit. And those eagle-eyed Exploring Series viewers may remember I used this image in a video or two. I think I definitely used this in Daleport. I'm pretty sure. It was either Daleport and or Unfinished Ritual. Yeah, I don't think I've used any of this other art. No, I don't think I've used this one. But when I did the video on Cthulhu Death May Die, I definitely used a bunch of that artwork. Alright, well, yeah, that'll leave us off. We're going to continue. We haven't failed the campaign yet. We're doing okay. We can bounce back. It's all good. My name is Mangg. Game watching has been Arkham Horror, the card game. We'll see you fine folks in the next part.